iCrossing's over 10 years old. Its roots are in natural search, that search engine optimization, and it developed over the last decade or so into a full-service digital agency, and it's now owned by Hearst. It now covers expert teams in content, social media, user experience, web design and development, display advertising, just about any other part of the digital mix you'd care to mention. Social media affects almost every part of the organisation. It's not limited to marketing, and everything from customer service to public relations to purchasing to finance need to be involved in understanding its impact. The role of agencies in helping businesses to embed social media within their practices, in helping them to engage with their customers, is very, very different to the kind of marketing campaigns that we're used to in agencies of old. It's much more about helping develop mindsets, help developing processes, technology platforms sometimes, to enable the businesses to do it for themselves. There's not a sense where an agency should be a social media spokesperson for a brand. It's much more that you're helping and supporting that brand to do it for itself. Businesses tended to approach social media, especially Facebook and Twitter, as marketing tools, as channels for messages, but there's much, much more to them than that, and we're seeing some really strong uses emerging for sharing knowledge, for collaborating, and for getting things done faster. It's actually more useful, we say to our clients, to think about some of these tools, especially Twitter, as a productivity tool rather than a communications tool.
M&S briefed iCrossing to come in and help us to look at the kind of content we had and how we could leverage the great content that we have about products and services and the kinds of stories we could tell that would engage our customers within social media. M&S also needed to find a way that we could embed social media within M&S as an organisation so that we could be responsive, so that we could take the learnings, that great insight that our customers give us, and use that to improve our products, to improve our service, and ultimately to grow our business. We had been successful at managing conversation on our own platform, but we realised there was a much larger conversation happening in places where we had no ownership and where we didn't truly understand some of the rules. So we briefed iCrossing initially to conduct a social media audit so we could understand better where those conversations were happening, what kind of conversations were happening, and where we could focus in terms of which conversations were really influential. Some of these conversations are the same conversations we've been having for 125 years, and all that's happened is we've used technology to move the conversation along. What's been really exciting for us is to bring this insight back into the business, to show our buyers, our board of directors, what people are saying about M&S. When we air a TV ad, immediately on Twitter people are talking about not just the clothes, but also about the models, and the models themselves might be tweeting when the ad is first shot about the location, and then when the ad is aired about that it's on that night. We get this incredible effect of not just our fans and followers, but also their fans and followers talking about the campaign. And that for us is incredibly powerful because it makes our advertising work harder for us. For us, we recognised that we didn't know all of the rules about how those conversations were managed, what we as a business needed to do. And that's where it was really important for us to engage experts who understood the conversations, the platforms and the principles that we would need to have on board to successfully manage our interaction with our customers in these new spaces. And the benefits are continuing and ongoing. So for businesses, it's really important, if you're not actively engaged, to recognise that you can monitor and decide where you need to engage, and then decide how you're going to engage with the help of an expert agency.
Time and time again, I think we've seen at iCrossing that brands can benefit hugely from engaging with social media. And I think at the heart of why that is a very, very simple truth. And that's that social media allows brands to get closer to their customers, to listen to what they want, to respond to what they're saying, and to have a real dialogue with them. When it comes to thinking about where we go next with social media, the answer is that we know that social media is going to be incredibly important for our business, but we don't know where it's going to go next. The best brains in the business say that we've maybe got a horizon of 6 months to predict what's going to happen next in social media. So we really don't know. What we can predict is that there will be exciting new developments, there will be interesting new use cases, and we're going to have to be there developing the services and approaches for our clients.